You queue up for ranked, and instantly your body betrays you. Your skin tingles, you're sweating, maybe you're even nauseous. And then the match starts, and it's like your brain checked out. You're frozen in place or mashing panic buttons. Everything you practiced, gone, like a one and done at the rematch screen. In this video, we're not just gonna fix that, we're gonna reshape how you see ranked. By the end, you'll see ranked as something else entirely. A forge. A place not to farm elo, but to refine yourself. So subscribe, like the video, and step into the forge. Now before we fix the problem, let's understand it. When you queue up for ranked and you start feeling those symptoms of stress and anxiety, you're not just scared of losing. You're scared of what the loss says about you. If I lose, maybe I'm not good. If I lose, then all that time training was wasted. Maybe I'm a fraud. Your nervous system sees that threat to your identity and reacts like you're about to get jumped in an alley, except instead of a mugger, it's a law plater doing DSS pressure like you just mainlined G Fuel. While it's not rational, it is real. Your nervous system goes into what we call fight or flight mode. Your body starts producing more stress hormones. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for calm, focus, and problem solving, takes a back seat, and your ability to think strategically along with it. So that brain fog you feel is the result of your biology, not your imagination. But this anxiety isn't the enemy, it's the lesson. But grinding ranked alone won't teach you that. But that's the most common advice. Just grind more ranked, or just expose yourself to those feelings and you get used to it. And it's not wrong, but the solution is a little bit more complex than that. Throwing yourself into the fire without preparation just burns you. But there is a way to walk into that fire and come out forged. Just thinking about ranked, your heart's already racing. That adrenaline spike hits before the match even loads. But what if there was a way to control that surge? To breathe through it? A method that warriors used long before you ever held a fight stick. Miyamoto Musashi, samurai, philosopher, and survivor of over 60 duels, figured this out centuries ago. He understood what most players are still trying to figure out today: how to enter high-stakes battles with calm, clarity, and composure. Musashi's duels were fought with steel. Yours are fought with buttons. But the mindset that kept him alive, it can help you win. So what exactly did Musashi do? And more importantly, how do you apply it to your rank set? According to the oral traditions surrounding Musashi, his breathing was unnervingly slow and controlled, especially before enduring duels. This technique gave him an emotional baseline. Today, we call it 4-6 breathing. Inhale to a count of 4 and exhale to a count of 6. It flips on your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and recover mode, countering the adrenaline spike that jacks up your heart rate and narrows your vision. The longer exhale lowers heart rate, calms the mind, and keeps your reactions sharp. Your body thinks it's about to fight a lion, but tactical breathing tells it, relax, it's just Brian Fury. And even if it is just Brian Fury, breathing's still your best shot at not dying to a 3-bar connection with tears in your eyes. This isn't mystical woo-woo either. It's backed by science and used by everyone from pro athletes to special forces. Think of it as your hyperbolic time chamber, on-demand training for high-stress moments. This is how you grind ranked games and build resilience to anxiety, by practicing this breathing technique in the forge. At first, it will be tough. When I started, my mind fought me. This is hard, this isn't gonna work, this is boring. But that's the point. The resistance is the training. Every rep done against your own desire to stop is you leveling up your discipline stat. Technical breathing gives you composure. But what happens after you lose? That's when people's identities get tested, because most players tilt or rage or make excuses. But the ones who grow, they look straight at that loss and learn how to forge with it. Ranked isn't the test. Ranked is only another part of your training, especially when dealing with the fear of defeat. Think of any great competitor. These people have more losses on their record than most people have even attempted. To gain insight on how we should handle our defeats, we can turn to a more modern warrior. Georges St. Pierre, one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. But even GSP took an L, and not just any L, but a humbling one. Back in 2007, GSP fought Matt Serra, a fighter no one expected to win. Serra rocked him early, and instead of recovering, GSP tried to get right back up and throw back. But it wasn't strategy doing the fighting. It was his ego, and it got him finished. GSP stated that that defeat was one of the most humiliating moments of his life. But take a guess on what he also had to say about that loss. He learned more from that one loss than he learned from any of his wins. That loss gave him the one thing that no victory ever could, the wisdom to conquer himself. Years later, during his reign, he got clipped again. But this time, he didn't panic. He stayed calm, he recovered, and he won. Why? Because that first humiliating loss had already taught him the lesson. Without it, he never would have gained the composure he needed to rise to greatness. And it's the same for you. That demotion or that loss, that set you choked away, good, because you need to. That's the forge. Not in practice mode or even in casual games with your buddies, but in the sting of defeat, where you stop wishing you were good and you start becoming it. But to handle losses like a warrior who sees them as stepping stones rather than setbacks, there's one hidden boss you gotta defeat. And this hidden boss isn't some character that you hate or even your bracket demon. It's been your player 2 opponent the whole time. It's your ego. And in the next video, we'll talk about how the ego can either make you or break you. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section. I want to hear stories about your ranked anxiety. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.